In the developing country context, extended producer responsibility is increasingly becoming important as a potential mechanism for financing the management of packaging waste. As governments are considering implementing EPR policy instruments within the different countries, it is important that they understand what some of the best practices globally are, what the different aspects of an EPR system are, and how they can enable it within their countries.
Extended producer responsibility is an environmentally focused approach based on the polluter pays principle. Whoever introduces packaging or packaged goods into a country's market remains responsible for it until the end of the packaging life cycle. That means including the time period after disposal, and they have to pay for collection, sorting and recycling of these packaging.
According to Waste Management Law number 18/2008, waste management requires legal assurance, clarity of governance, responsibility and authority of central and local government, as well as public and business participations, with the intention that the waste management can be carried out proportionally, effectively, and also efficiently. This is basically the idea behind the extended stakeholder responsibility promoted by PRAISE.
The role of EPR in advancing a circular economy is quite simple. In a circular economy, we understand that we're trying to enable materials which were previously considered as waste to come back into the loop and become secondary or new raw materials. This means that those materials which previously were left to go either into the environment or in the landfill, which is extremely unfortunate, now need to be recovered through a systematic mechanism to ensure that they can be reused, recycled, or put into alternative end uses. EPR can enable this by providing the necessary financing to recover this packaging waste so that it can come back into the loop and be utilized as a new raw material.
If a system of extended producer responsibility, an EPR scheme, is put into place, the responsibility for the end of life of a product or packaging is transferred from the government, from the municipality to the producer. That means the producer has not only responsibility for the product, but also the producer has to look in which way the end of life of the product is regarded. And the responsibility can also be to design the product in a proper way so that the end of life of a product is not delivering so many problems. Because if you're adjusting a fee for extended producer responsibility according to environmental criteria like recyclability, then the company is not only looking if a product is fine for the consumer, but the company has also to look at which way recycling can be enhanced, because he has also to cover the fee or the higher fee if a product is not so good recyclable.
We hope that we can be part of the circular economy by recycling as much as we can, which we need help from everyone. EPR actually is good program. However, if it's not managed properly, it will have a backlash. For example, why start with the AC1 PET? PET is one of the highest rate recycling. Why not start with packaging materials?
Introducing the extended producer responsibility means that you have a huge lever for improving waste management, because you can then support the financing of waste management. You can support the introduction of separate waste collection, of sorting facilities, of recycling facilities. But it's very important that you're not only thinking about waste management, improving waste management, but also it's very important to think and to put measures into place about waste reduction. If you're looking at it at a global scale, we need in general a reduction of plastic production. Otherwise, it's very difficult to reduce the pollution with plastic in future. When we look at the example of Germany, yes, we have an EPR scheme since 1990, but we do not have a reduction in packaging waste. So EPR alone will not solve the problem of increasing use of packaging and increased use of packaging waste. So what we need also is that we have, when implementing an EPR scheme, also clear targets on waste prevention and reduction of the waste production.
Waste management should be a collective responsibility after all. The agent of change consisting of civil society, government, private sector, media, community should have collective initiative to get the best solutions. PRAISE committed to support Indonesia to solve waste challenges by promoting sustainable waste management solutions and boost circular economy. Indonesia has established a law on extended producer responsibility scheme. However, we need to work together how the scheme should be implemented properly.